All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cedar podcast. This is the first episode. I can't really call it an episode though. I'll just call it the channel trailer. This is going to summarize just about what you can expect from the podcast in the future. But to start off, my name is Mahmoud. I am 26 years old as of today. Happy New Year to all of you. I hope you're all, I hope 2021 started off in a good way, in a positive way for you. I'm Lebanese, and right now I'm living in Lebanon, and we're having a lot of problems here, and that brings me to the point of why I decided to make this podcast. So I decided to create a podcast because I wanted to. Well, first of all, I love public speaking, and I want to be a motivational speaker. I would love to be someone who inspires people, someone who gives advice to people, helps people out. Because a lot of people are facing problems day by day, especially in this day and age. So I want to be there for people, So I created this podcast because I wanted to create an online community where people, if you have any doubts, if you have any problems, if you're feeling down, depressed, sad, whatever, you can come to the podcast. You can go to the comment section, write a comment. I'll help you out. People will help you out. And it's just going to be a very, very wholesome community. I want to try and make this a very wholesome, non-toxic community. There are a lot of toxic communities out there on the internet, but this is something that I'm going to strive to not have this community be. Okay, and what can you expect from the podcast? Well, it's going to be a family-friendly podcast, so no swearing, no cursing, none of that stuff, because you never know who's watching, okay, and I want to try and be a good influence on the younger audience. We're going to have a variety of topics to talk about, such as gaming. I am a gamer, a video gamer. I'm an avid video gamer. I have been since I was 3 years old. I play video games almost every day. It's my passion, it's my hobby, it's my stress relief. So we're going to be talking about gaming. We're going to be talking about public speaking. Maybe I'll give you some tips, especially for people around my age, because people around my age usually have, they're not really that good at public speaking. To be blunt, I wasn't the best. It takes practice. You do have to practice, and people usually don't practice before giving a presentation or a speech or what have you. So I'll probably give you some tips. I'll just try and help you out with that. We can also talk about organization skills. We're going to talk about movies, just anything that I feel I want to share with the internet. So we're not going to be talking about controversial things like religion, politics, and all that stuff, because that can cause a stir in the comment section. People might get offended by something I said when I didn't mean to offend you. And this is why I'm going to try and avoid those topics. I'm going to try and talk about things that, in a very objective manner. But this is a podcast. This is my podcast, so I can, also give my subjective opinion. And usually, if I do, I'll ask you guys what you think, and you can give me your opinion, and we can have a discussion about it. We can have a reasonable discussion about it. So I'm going to try and maintain a schedule of around 2 episodes a week. This is a tentative decision. It will change in the future. But for now, I think 2 episodes a week is fine. I'm not going to make them very long episodes, so around 10 to 15 minutes, maybe more if the topic is something that, requires a lot of discussion, a lot of talking. And at the end of the day, I just want you to feel relaxed. I don't want you to close the video thinking, oh wow, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Why am I listening to this nonsense? I'm just going to be providing, information, advice. We're going to have a discussion. Maybe down the line, we can go on Twitch. We can have a live podcast, maybe an Ask Me Anything sort of thing. I want to try and make the community feel involved more than just the comment section. And this is where I can ask you for help. You're not just going to get help from me. I'm going to get help from you. So it's a win-win situation for everyone. But Um, yeah, so the Cedar podcast is going to be a hub, a sanctuary for motivation, inspiration, maybe escapism for some of you. Maybe you come back home, but you're not really in the mood to play anything. You're not a really big fan of gaming or watching movies, so you can turn on the podcast. Maybe because I do know some people who just listen to podcasts in their free time, so maybe this is one of them. So again, this it's all up to you. If you do have any feedback, just let me know. I will take this feedback. I will implement it, and we can go from there. But anyways, this is the first episode. This is the channel trailer. It's not going to be a very long episode today because it is the beginning. We have a long journey ahead of us. But on that final note, I do want you to stay safe out there, okay? Take care of your loved ones. Take care of your family, your friends. We're going through difficult times. They might get, worse. They might get better. Hopefully they get better. And yeah, take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next episode. See ya.